GMOs are a part of our daily lives, whether we realize it or not. The topic of GMO consumption has been a long and debatable issue. GMOs, which stands for genetically modified organisms, are organisms that have had their genetic makeup artificially altered. GMOs contain a great potential and can greatly benefit us as a country, which is why we need the government to focus on the support, funding, and research for GMOs in this upcoming year.
For nearly
First off, how are GMOs beneficial? One of the most important advantages that it can provide is a large crop yield.
So when you're trying to maximize the amount of space where you could grow crops, I think the goal is that you're getting larger crops in the same amount, you're getting larger volume in the same amount of space.
With GMOs, we can produce a larger amount of crops in a smaller area of land. This way, we can cut back on the amount of land that is used for agriculture and instead use the land for building cities, returning to its original ecological state, or for many other purposes. Not only that, larger crop yield would also be able to help the hunger problem and food insecurity that many families in the US face. Data has shown that US does have a percentage of people who are food insecure.
Near-term starvation is a real prospect without ag biotech.
Another beneficial aspect GMOs provide is that by genetically modifying our crops, we can add more nutrition and vitamin value into our foods, which would help with malnutrition. Many children, even in the US, are threatened by malnutrition.
The people in this country who obviously need it, because on any given day we still know there's a large part of the population that's starving and doesn't receive adequate nutrition right here on the home front.
With the vitamin boosts that can be incorporated into GMO crops and products, we can help these children get the better nutrition that they need.
GMOs are also beneficial to Americans at home as well. By genetically altering the DNA of our crops, scientists can make them resistant to pests and therefore reducing the usage of pesticides.
If we could avoid those poisons and toxins, then we're creating healthier food.
There has been unease about the pesticides used to spray on crops, and the consumption of pesticides raised many health concerns. Lab studies have shown that pesticides can lead to birth defects, cancer, and other illnesses, especially in children. Although it is regulated by the government, there is still concern over the safety of consuming these pesticide-coated crops. On the other hand, GMOs alter the genes to make crops resistant to pests on their own. By doing so, farmers are able to reduce the need and usage of pesticide by a ton.
The use of transgenic seeds has reduced pesticide application on our fields by tens of millions of pounds annually in the U.S. alone.
Despite the many advantages that GMOs provide, many raise the question, are GMOs safe to eat? With the decades of research conducted so far, scientists have been able to prove that GMOs do not pose a threat to our health. They are indeed safe to consume. As data shows, GMOs have been in the US ever since 1994 and has been increasing each year since then.
GMOs have been a great breakthrough for thousands of people, and for US as a country. We can reduce the amount of land that is used for agriculture, and instead use it for other means. We can provide relief for many citizens who are suffering from hunger and malnutrition, and we can reduce the usage of pesticides that are dangerous to consume. GMOs have such great potential, and to shut them down will be a great loss for US and our people. This is why we need the Congress's help to continue the funding and research for GMOs. Many lives are in desperate need, and we ask the government to take advantage of the benefits that GMOs provide, which, in turn, would greatly help us as a country.